without the title, without the ring, and everything that I was doing. And it wasn't planned. I didn't go in planning to be those things. It's just how everything flowed. And when I stepped back and looked at it, that's exactly what I was doing. Even though I didn't have the ring, I didn't have his last name, but I did everything as if a wife would do. So I definitely need to take notes on this topic, so to not make that mistake.
Oh my goodness! I've been thinking about this topic all week.
I'm ready.
I have totally been thinking about this topic all week.
Me too.
So, ladies, what is the difference? What are your views on what's the difference between girlfriend duties and wife duties? Like, what do girlfriends do that wives don't do? What do wives do that girlfriends don't do? Like, let me know. Because y'all about to teach yourself tonight.
Oh, boy. This is, I would say, as far as a girlfriend, I mean, I think when you're dating somebody, you know, you're not engaged yet. You don't have the ring. I mean, so you have to walk that fine line. Yeah, you can still be there and be like emotional support. You can still, like they said, it's not, you want to cook him something to eat, go ahead and cook him something to eat. But don't feel like you're obligated to be cooking dinner and breakfast and shit 4-5 days a week. That's something that maybe a wife would do if she's that type of wife. Because, you know, there's different types of wives. You just that you don't have to feel obligated to do those things. If he has financial issues, it's kind of like you shouldn't be putting yourself in situations that are not necessary for you to be in just yet, because you're in that dating phase. You're still getting to know each other to even figure out if you want to be with him like that. So, and once you become his wife, you get that ring, you get that license, that, you know, that last name. Then okay, then you step your game up. Then you're involved in everything, because now you're officially one. So your issues become his issues and vice versa. But I don't. It's kind of it's a really thin line, because it's like, especially with me being how I'm wired, it's like I would have to really pull myself back, especially if I'm really feeling the dude, because I know how I am, so I don't make sure I'm not doing all these quote-unquote wifely duties before I get the ring, according to these articles that I've been reading. So it's just like, damn.
It almost makes us, I can say, it almost makes us Southern-raised women feel bad, because this is why I originally brought the topic up, because I don't feel like there's a difference.
Yeah,
and why I don't feel like there's a difference is because, and that's why people struggle with this, but in our race, and I can say that strongly, in our race, we are taught, even when you date a man, that you make sure that they're taken care of. You know what I mean? Whether it's cooking for them every now and then, like, whether it's, or, you know, you stay in the same hotel, like, say if you went to go visit your boyfriend. Okay, so I'm going to ask you a question. If you went to go visit your boyfriend and you guys got up and he pulled his clothes out the suitcase, would you or would you not iron them?
I will iron them.
And see, that's me, and that's when I
am clothes.
But you know what, like, I am, and that's how I feel like I was called out for them, but it's just naturally how I am. Like, if I'm really into that dude and we're talking, we're getting to know each other, okay, we're exclusive, it's me and you, like, I'm a pleaser. That's how I am. I want to make sure my man is okay, that he's happy, that he's satisfied. That's how I am. And if he's bothered, then I'm bothered. So it's kind of like with these articles and women saying, oh, don't do that, you ain't got the ring yet. It puts me in a very confused space, because it's like, okay, like, I can't naturally be myself. Because, yeah, you do have some guys who would take advantage of that. They do exist. Yes, we're aware of that. But it's kind of like, that's just how I am. So I have to now try to train myself to not naturally be myself when I'm in a relationship with a dude. Because everybody's not going to run off and go get married within a couple of days or a couple of months. So it's kind of like, what the hell? I have to scale back on the sex. I got to scale back on the cooking. I got to scale back on everything. But told I can get the ring when there's no guarantee you're even going to get a ring. Like, this is just like, what the hell is going on?
This is where it gets good. And I have to play devil's advocate because I always come from a negative standpoint. Ooh, dark cloud. But guys do take advantage. I've had a guy say that, and this is just in group setting, he doesn't want to waste money on courting a female. Like he doesn't, like he sees it as a waste of time to date a woman and give her money or spend money on her or, you know, spend money to do things and they're not going to be married. And yet he says stuff like, you know, but if she ever needs some dick, she can call me. Who?
Really? I know a guy who thinks very similar to that. I cut his ass off. But, yeah, I know someone who thinks very similar to that. Because I don't play that shit. It's kind of like, even though I consider myself a modern traditional woman because, as we were saying when the fella called in, I come from a very southern family. My mom and my grandmother raised me both Mississippi-type women, so I was raised to approach and handle men very traditionally in a sense. And then I have that side of me that has these new modern-day values because I grew up here and being around very modern women and going to an all-girl college, and it's like, so I have these two different sides. But it's kind of like, at the end of the day, I don't mind if we together and I'm feeling you, I don't mind pleasing you, but it has to go both ways because the thing is you got some women that will do all the pleasing and they don't care if they get anything back in return. And I'm like this, if you tell me something, you're not going to court me and date me, all you're going to bring to me is some dick, I will cut you off, leave you where you stand because, one, I can get dick anywhere, so it's kind of like, it appalls me when you have guys who think that their dick is like wrapped in gold, that you should be thankful that
like
they're bringing you some dick.
Like $1.
Right, like, no, your dick can be easily replaced. Matter of fact, I can replace your dick with some AA batteries if I wanted to. So it's kind of like, don't think that, oh, my God, the clouds are opening up, the sun is shining because you decided you want to bring me some dick tonight. Like, no, you got to bring more to the table than that. But you do have guys who think that. She should be grateful. I'm going to bring her some good dick tonight. No.
I feel if people are comfortable with whatever relationship that they have, when you are being catering towards a person, you know, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. You know, it's just sad that sometimes you do all that stuff and then, you know, it doesn't pan out, like it doesn't really work out, you know, like the way that you would have hoped so.
Yeah.
You know.
You get angry and upset.
Oh,
like,
I do. I am that person who gets angry.
Me
like,
too.
I fixed you breakfast at one time, and I didn't even feel like fixing, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was sleepy, and I woke up, I did this, or, you know, I sat on the phone with you for hours at a time. For what, though? You know, and I could have been doing something else. I work 24 hours a day practically. I got something to do all the time. So for me to talk on the phone with a guy, to me, that's, look, I'm giving you a part of me. So you better clap your hands and be glad.
Clap your hands, motherfucker.
Clap your hands. I'm going to start using that.
I'm going to start saying that
clap
too.
Your hands.
Clap your motherfucking hands. Yeah, like you cook dinner. Like for me, I'm not the type of chick. I'm not going to be like, you know, you have some people that are some women that just, they love to cook. They can't wait to cook for a dude. They want to cook a 5-course meal for a nigga. I'm going to tell you like this. If I'm in the kitchen for you, trust me, that means I love your ass, okay? Out of all the guys I've dated, there's only been 2 guys ever that got me in the kitchen. There are plenty of guys who tried. Came to me talking about how hungry they is. I directed them to the nearest Burger King or KFC up the street. No, I do not get in that kitchen. I ain't banging no pasta can. Baby, go up to the get a Whopper.
A cousin on the corner,
right up there,
and I
McDonald's.
think they're open to 11 o'clock.
Yes, there's a Taco Bell down the way. Go right up there, boo. I'm telling you right now. So it's like.
If I can play devil's advocate for real, what do you do for those guys that want to have that girlfriend and wife status? So say if you have a guy So Seneca, if you were dating a guy and that guy works 24/7, literally, he's for instance, a 911 operator. Okay, so we work. If you're a full-time 911 operator, you work more than 12 to 18 hours a day. So you come home, when you open your door, you got clothes on the couch, you got food from last week on the counter. Like,
oh, hell no.
So what do you do for those guys? If you're dating a guy, or even if you're friends with a guy, you guys aren't officially in dating realm, and he's going through that type of situation. Or let me say this. Okay, so I have a friend currently, and he lives in North Carolina. So he's dating a girl, and he's no longer interested in the girl. Like, he's like, we just really, like, we coexist in this household to make sure that their bills are paid. Like, they don't have any kids, so they coexist in the house to make sure their bills are paid. So he's like, dude, but it gets so frustrating sometimes because, like, I come home, there's nothing cooked, dishes ain't washed, she been at home all day. Like, what do you do in those types of situations? And then the guy comes to you, and then the guy, but the guy comes to you, and the guy's like, oh my God, like, I care about you, and I love you, and I love everything about you, like you're a real woman. But he's still currently in a relationship with that girl. Like, what the hell do you do then? Like, what the hell do you do?
Look,
go ahead, break it down.
For me, I am, because men love to say, men don't know what they want, because they want, and this is a cliche, they want the church girl who knows how to be a stripper in the bedroom. But a lot of times you can't have it both ways. So not saying that I'm either of the two, because I'm actually far from both of them. I will be at home, start booty naked when you get home from work. It'll be some meat thawed out. You can season it, you can cook it. I've done enough. I'll stand in the kitchen, butt naked, keep you company while you cook. We'll be happy. Men are real superficial. You buy all that beautiful lingerie, take that shit off, put it on the floor, look better right there anyway. I just, want to see you like that. So I don't cook.
The guy doesn't get any of that. What I'm saying is the guy doesn't get any of that. Like,
come on, so Mia, you actually know guys who have been in these situations with lazy
and they're not happy.
Listen, let me tell you. I know plenty of
and
guys
here I can't get one man to act right. Shit, I gotta date 5 fucking men at one time.
Listen, this is the shit that drives me fucking crazy. You've been with the girl for years. Like, you've been with this girl since y'all was in high school, damn near. Like, you've been dating this girl. You live in the house. You work damn near 24, like, over 80 hours a week, like, literally. So when you come home, you tired. Like, this dude is tired. And even if he got to fix his own food, let him come to a clean house. Let him come to
see, okay, look.
Now,
that's something different. That's different.
What do you do is, like, he's approaching a relationship with you. Like, if he's approaching a relationship with you, but he has a live-in, you understand what I'm saying? But his live-in is not acting right. So he like, listen, we going to work on this, and then when
he sounds irritating. I'm going to tell you why he sounds irritating. Because he's using the girl on the side to vent to her and to get all his sexual frustrations out while he go back home to the miserable chick that he hopes, because he's madly in love with the chick at home. He just don't want to leave her. But instead of leaving her, he chooses another human being to satisfy what he's missing at home. He's selfish. And
they don't have any kids together.
The girl
I can totally understand. I can even totally understand if they had kids together. Like, if you had kids together and you just trying to coexist for those kids, okay, now that's
right. She gives a good blowjob.
What the fuck is going on? Y'all have any kids. Y'all need to go y'all separate ways. She gives great blowjobs. Y'all don't have no ties together.
But even then, I'm a stickler at once the baby is one, it's time to turn to deuces. Either you going to be in the house with her or not. Like, because people are like, oh, well, I don't like my baby. I don't want my